Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Todoroki, and in this video, we will be drawing Shoto Todoroki. He is in class 1A for the anime My Hero Academia. So I drew his face off camera, so I had to get everything right. So next, draw his neck, and then draw his hero costume that he is wearing. So you start over here, making the edges over here. Then he has a bottle that goes around his costume. You do the same for the other side. So then draw the things that he have on his shoulder. I'm not sure what they're called, but first draw a square, and then you slightly curve it to the other side. Then you draw the pieces that he has attached to him that going down. The next square is going to be a little bit bigger than the first one. And then that the squares are attached to, it stops at the third one, which you just move it to the side over here. Then you draw the side of his shoulder. And the messed up sleeves that he has. And then draw a slightly tiny piece on the bottom, and add a piece on here. And I'll slightly adjust his arm so that it was white. Then I'll do the same with the other side of his shoulder. But instead of doing the same copy of his shoulder, you add a little piece of his square here. In between, you slightly add a bit of the things that are attached to his square, so on his shoulders. I forgot to add the attachment that go right here on his shoulder. And then totally adjust his shoulder so that you're not gonna mess up. And you add a slightly bit of it between it, and you curve his square around his arm. And next you're gonna add some silver light butters to the top of his hero costume. And you do the same for the other side. And that's move on to the hair. And so you start right in the middle, and I want to start with the red part of his hair first. So then draw it with a little strand that's coming out, and then up again, and then tilt it to the side of his face, which then is gonna come and cover slightly some part of his ear right here. he has some hair tucked behind his ear. And then you're gonna draw a little bit of a messy fold right here. Then straighten it all the way up to here. Then you're gonna do the same with the white side of his hair. And what you're gonna do is separate and patch it that he has in his hair. To separate his heart and his cord from his hair. Then you're gonna draw the white side of his hair. And then some of his hair is gonna come in the front of his ear, like it did for the wet side of his hair too. And then you're gonna add some messy strokes of hair on his head. Then you're gonna do one curl up top. Then lead straight back to where the wet side is. And next you're gonna draw his straw. And his straw is not a clean cut of a straw, so it's a little bit of a messy one. You have to pull it out from here where the white part of his hair is. Then bring it a little bit down and then lead it to the side of his face where it stops. Then you'll draw his nose. Right here. Then next you're gonna draw his mouth, and I'm not gonna draw him smiling. I'm gonna draw him with not a smile on his face. Next you're gonna draw his eyes. And he does not have the same color eyes. He has two different types of color eyes. On his hot side, he has like these turquoise eyes, and on his cold side, he has some dark gray eyes. And after you draw the first of his eye, you then draw the eyebrows. And I'm gonna draw him like mad. With eyes, you don't draw it like circle like this. You draw a little, like a half circle. So then he is looking at you. You gotta make sure it is in the center. So then it doesn't look like he's not looking at you. You're drawing the top of his lid too. And you're gonna do the same for the other side of his face. And it's okay if you mess up, just erase it and then fix it. Like I just did. And then you're gonna draw half a circle and then up, draw his eye, which I made a little bit too big. And if you do that too, just fix it, and then you'll be good. Then draw the top of his lid. And if you don't like in the other eye, just fix it again and adjust it to how you like it. And that's what I'll draw the details on his a metal part that connects his hero costume. So all he has for the detail is the lines in here. And then after this, do the outline of the lines. Just trace it. And these lines are here. You can not the hair part. Just a circle of his head, because it's hidden by his hair. And if you write some of the lines, just fix it really quickly. They're not that big of deal. Using for this video are Sienna Brown, black, peach, pink, crimson red, light blue, and a pencil. So after you're done outlining, next you color his hair red. Color hair red the side of his straw. So after you're done coloring his red part of his hair, next you color his skin. So then you don't have to do it afterwards, and the colors don't get mixed up with his skin color. So then after you're done coloring his skin color, you start coloring his hair costume with indigo blue. After you're done coloring his hair costume, then you color the bottom part of his eye, and then you're do the same with his other eye. And then after you're done coloring the black part of his eye, then you color the squares on his shoulder. I don't have gray, so I'm just gonna color them with my pencil gray, but do not do in between them. So then after you're done coloring the squares, you have to color in the sides of his costume, and then the one that connects his costume. Next, you color in his straw. So you add a little bit of a red to his straw. Then you're gonna add a little bit of a pink, but not that much of the pink. And then a little bit more red, and then his straw will be done. So then after when you're done coloring his straw, you color his eye where his straw is. So his eye is a light blue or turquoise. So you're color the outside of his eye blue, and then the inside of his eye black. So then after you're done coloring his eyeball is red, so you don't just not that much color his eyeball red. So then next for his other eye, you color the center of his eye black. And then if you don't have a gray, just color the outside of his eye a dark gray. And then you color his eyebrow a dark gray too. And the last thing to do is to color the part of his costume. By that, you will be using a brown. So after you're done the color and the brown, you don't add a little bit more red to it, so then you get that color and it doesn't look brown. And that's how you draw Shoto Todoroki. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching. My name is Sotra Yui, and until next time, bye.